All right, welcome everybody to the quarterfinals of Wimbledon, and we're here with Fritz versus Khachanov. It's the first match, so we've got Sabalenka taking on Sigismund coming up in about 30 minutes. They do that thing where they put two on one court, two on the other court, and they're all at the same time. So here we are. They do the same tomorrow. So yeah. Now, these guys are playing twice before. They haven't played since 2020, so it's been over 5 years. They played at the start of 2020, and Khachanov has won both the matches. So I don't know if that's relevant. I don't think it is. Not too relevant anyway to 2025, but still. We will we'll see whether or not Khachanov can take any confidence out of those wins. But how are we doing? What's going on, chat? Are we ready for the last eight? The last eight. Are we ready? Still got it about Dimmy? Yeah, I know. That sucked so bad. So shit. All right. But here we go. Let's see if Fritz can make it to the semis of Wimbledon. He's made the quarterfinals twice. He's lost in 5 sets twice. Last year made the quarterfinals and lost to Musetti. Winner of this plays Alcaraz or Naomi, who are playing later. Then, like I said, we've got Sabalenka coming up soon. I apologize. I asked a question that was sensitive with Dimmy's injury yesterday. I didn't realize how bad it was until you reacted to it. Sorry. Josh, I don't remember what you said, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. Nobody remembered. It's okay. You looked really sad yesterday after Dimmy's injury? Yeah, it was annoying. It was like sad. I mean, I don't. If you weren't sad, then I don't know what's wrong. No information on Sinner. He is having scans today, apparently. That is the update. And I'm sure he won't make a decision until tomorrow anyway, so I think he'll wait until the last minute to figure it out. But yeah. It sucked. It was going to be possibly upset of the tournament. One of the greatest moments of Dimitrov's career, and all that stuff happened. It's cruel. It's not fair. Do you know this, that Kyrgios and Sabalenka are going to play? Yeah, I saw that. They're going to do yeah. Why? Like, I don't know. I understand. I get it. But also, like, why? Like, remember? Okay, so the original Battle of the Sexes, right, was done because there was it was originally done because an ex-professional player, Bobby Riggs, was calling out that the ladies' game is not as good as the men's, right? It was a big whole thing, right? And then the ladies were, all right, we'll prove it. And then they did the whole thing. This doesn't seem, especially because I think they're like altering the rules for Kyrgios. So they're already nerfing him, which doesn't make sense. I don't get it. Like, I don't know what the point is. Because the point for the first one was to prove for the ladies that they can play tennis, right? It's not like that men can beat ladies at tennis. Doesn't matter who you are. It does matter who you are, and there was merit for it. I feel like it's just kind of a bit of a. I mean, it's an exhibition. Look, it's supposed to be probably for fun, but still, like, he only gets one serve. He's going to get a smaller court to play in or something. He's going to hit into a smaller area of the court. Like, all these modified rules doesn't make sense because that's not what the original... and he is injured, so maybe that helps Sabalenka, but it's also like, well, isn't the point to make it an even playing field to prove that... I don't know. I just don't understand why they would do it, except for, like, just pure... Why don't they just do a mixed doubles? Get 2 more players and play mixed doubles. Like, that's fine. Like, that's better. You know, it doesn't, it's just mixed doubles. Just play mixed doubles. Bring in 2 more players. That's fine. I mean, get Alcaraz and Raducanu and play a mixed doubles. Like, do something like that. I don't understand. I don't know what the reason behind it is. Besides, does anyone? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I only heard like a snippet of what it might be, and also I don't even think it's a. I don't even think it's just like an idea at the moment. I think they're just kind of testing the idea of like, does anyone want to see this? We'll watch it, but I just don't understand. Yeah, it was like the first one that happened was a cultural moment. Yeah, it was a significant moment. There was a big reason behind it, right? And there wasn't just Billie Jean King. It was also Margaret Court took on Bobby Riggs. So it was like, I don't know if the rules were altered. I can't remember exactly the format of it all, but it was to prove that women's tennis is legit. It's not just, you watch men's tennis and the ladies are playing. It made it legit. So I don't know. I don't know what's the point of this one, but again, maybe it's just an exhibition for fun. So maybe we just don't take it too serious. We just won't take it serious. It's not a serious, it's not. They're not trying to do anything. They're not trying to change the world. It's fine. They want to have an exhibition. Watch it. It'll be interesting. I mean, I don't know. It'll be interesting. We'll see what happens. Kind of like Alcaraz Netflix Slam with Rafa, right? When Rafa was clearly hampered and Alcaraz wasn't playing 100% his power, and it was like, okay, we'll just watch it because it was interesting. Anyways, we'll keep an eye on if that comes to pass. But here we go. Wimbledon quarterfinal day. Chat. I'm going to go Fritz in 5. I think he makes the semis. I picked him to make the semis at the start of the week, and I'm going to stick with that. He's taken on Khachanov. He's never beaten Khachanov. Never won the Wimbledon quarters either. So let's see what he's got. As he comes in there with a volley and wins the first point. Fritz, 15 love. 15 love. He was nervous because he knows Sabalenka will destroy him if he lets his guard down. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It'd be interesting for that. It'd be interesting. It'll be interesting. All right. And we've got Sabalenka coming up in about 25 minutes. So we'll get... Speaking of Sabalenka, as Khachanov over the net. Sorry, Fritz hit it out. 15-0. What do I think of women's tennis compared to men's? It's not like... I don't approach it as the same... you got to come into women's tennis knowing that it's not about serving. Like, the serving is not like on the men's game, right? The men's game, serving is about, serving, holding serve. On the women's game, it's a return game. It's more about rallies, right? It's more about, it's not about, we get a lot of breaks and people think that's crap, but it's like, it's not, if you approach it with the same mentality, like this is how tennis is supposed to be, then you're probably going to be disappointed. But on the women's side, it's a different game. It's more like the skills you need are different, right? The skills required are different. Same game, just different parts of the game matter, right? 40-15 as that goes out and it's 1 love. Like on the men's game, right? Having a big serve is a huge advantage, and it's a huge advantage on the women's game, but it's not detrimental to your game. If you don't have a big serve or a good serve on the women's game, it doesn't mean you can't make it. If you don't have good ground strokes, then you're going to struggle, right? Whereas on the men's game, you can be a serve bot and get top 10, right? Whereas serve bots aren't really a thing on the women's side. I mean, yeah, you can name names, I guess, but it's more of a, you've got to be able to rally. You've got to be able to hit ground strokes. And now the variety's starting to come in, right? You've got players that come in and show them variety. Whereas on the men's side, like I said, you can, get away with a big serve and win games and win matches by serving, But on the women's side, again, it's just a slightly different approach to it. But I don't have any, I think women's tennis is super competitive for it, The men's game can be a bit stale. I mean, up until last night, Sinner was cruising. And we were just waiting for Sinner versus Alcaraz because we're like, well, shit, no one's going to beat this guy. So we just wait. And that's what I think hurts the men's game is that, there's like 3 guys that everybody thinks is going to win, and then we're just going to wait until they play. And everything else doesn't matter. Unless there's some surprise, big shock when, someone, surprises us. But it rarely happens. Like the men's game is very predictable. Up the top, especially. On the women's game, we've seen this week, right? Top players don't always make it past the first round. And that makes it fun. It makes it interesting. Sure, it doesn't make it fun if the finals are, qualifier versus qualifier, but it still makes it more entertaining that nobody's safe. As we just slice now from Khachanov into the forehand of Fritz. Drop shot's good. But Khachanov gets with a slice. Backhand. Did he go? Yeah, went in. 15-all. $15-all. $15-all. It's a bit of fault from Khachanov. Second serve. Into the forehand of Fritz. Return goes in the slice of Khachanov. Fritz with a drop shot. It's too good. All right, 15-30. Chance for Fritz to get the break here. Very nice drop shot. You can tell Fritz's drop shots are so awkward the way that he goes to hit them, and he really he's really thinking about the drop shot, how he hits it. But if someone's far enough away from the baseline, and you don't have to hit, it doesn't have to look pretty to be a good drop shot. That was a great drop shot, even though technically it didn't look, the disguise wasn't quite there, and it wasn't as polished as some of the other drop shots, but it works. Forehand to forehand rally is Fritz into the forehand Khachanov. Down the line at the back of Fritz on the stretch. Fritz in the net. 30-all. Would you say the women's tennis is more balanced? I would say it definitely runs deeper, for sure. There's less of a gap between 1 and, not by ranking points, but by, ability, between 1 and 20, right? Or even 1 and 50, Whereas on the men's game, Sinner is not going to lose very often to the guy who's number 50. In fact, he probably doesn't lose a game. Whereas the guys at the top, there's a lot bigger gap. You could even go between 1 and 30. The players between 1 and 30 on the men's side, it's way more spread out than it is with the women's, Anyone in the top 30 can beat anybody on the women's side, as we've seen this week, As that goes out by Khachanov and it's 30-40. And then the men's side, look at who's in the quarters, right? You've got Fritz, who's number 5. You've got Djokovic, who's number 6. You've got Alcaraz and Sinner, who are number 1 and 2. And yeah, on the women's side, you have, 1 and 3 and whatever. But it's not as... we still think that Anisimova has a legitimate chance to win the whole tournament at 13 in the world. I don't think we're looking outside the top 10 for the champion here. I don't think any of us are thinking that Koboli or Khachanov or Norrie are winning this tournament. Right? We're thinking it's going to be a single-digit seed. On the women's side, like I said, Sabalenka, yes, and Swiatek, but Andreeva, and then you've got, randoms. But any one of those can win. So that's a big difference. It's how Fritz breaks, by the way. Khachanov down a break already. All right. But then again, it might be less about men versus men's tennis and women's tennis. It might be more about the format. Best of 5 versus best of 3. We might be looking at the wrong thing. We might be thinking, well, why is there women's tennis is more unpredictable? Well, maybe it's 3-setters are more unpredictable. Because that rings true when we go to the 1000s. That 1000 events definitely have more upsets, right? So maybe it's more of a, more of that reason rather than the women is more unpredictable because it's a different style, All right, love 15. Serve out wide as an ace from Fritz, 15-0. Any update on Dimitrov? Nope. He got injured. By the way, some people were giving me shit for not talking about Dimitrov when I did the video on Sinner's injury. The reason why I don't do a video on Dimitrov's injury because everybody knows that he's injured. We're going into Sinner's injury because nobody knew. Like, a lot of people were like, I didn't know Sinner was hurt. I'm not going to make a video about something that everybody knows. But if I get an update on Dimitrov's injury, I'll tell you. But it doesn't look good. I would say that he's probably out for a while. 15:30. And we'll keep an eye on what's going on with Sinner today as well. I think tomorrow we'll probably get an update on Sinner tomorrow. 15:30. Serving the forehand of Khachanov. Return goes the forehand of Fritz. To the backhand into the backhand of Fritz. Again, the backhand of Khachanov. Fritz backhand into the backhand of Khachanov and Khachanov in the net. 30-all. Be redundant at this point. It's been analyzed. Yeah, I mean, don't even need to analyze the injury. We literally watched it in real time. You know, we watched Dimitrov in real time get injured. You know, and there has been no update. He didn't do a press conference because he probably went straight to the hospital. You know, because if it is a torn muscle or a torn tendon or something, you know, maybe he has to get surgery. So you know, until we hear from him, or you know, we won't know anything. Whereas Sinner is and also Dimitrov's not playing tomorrow, right? Sinner is supposed to play tomorrow, so I feel like his injury is more important short term. 3-love, Fritz with an ace. I think people are more interested. Well, yeah, we're concerned for Dimitrov, right? But also, it doesn't have anything to do with Wimbledon anymore. It's got to do with him and his career. So we'll keep an eye on what happens, but updating on what's going to... Like, it doesn't mean anything for the tournament. Whereas we're watching Wimbledon, right? Sinner is still in the tournament. So it's more important to watch, to figure out what is going on with him, because we already know that Dimitrov's not playing this week. He probably won't play the US Open if it's as bad as it looked. You know, hopefully it's not too bad, but we'll wait and see. Some people are not so... Yeah, but the people that comment on the videos don't come into the chat, so... A lot of people that comment don't come here and ask... Like, you just ask me. Like, literally here. I'm here. I'm live like 8 hours a day. So if you have a question, come ask. If you're wondering why, you know... why? What's going on with Dimitrov? You can literally ask me. I'm right here. Instead of commenting like a passive-aggressive essay about not focusing on the player that you want me to talk about. I mean, bro, just come say hi. We're right here, like all day, you know. But I guess it's easier to just scream into the void. Anyways, social media, it's the greatest. Schedules for tomorrow. Yep, I'm going to guess that it's probably the same as today. Yep. Sinner Shelton on court 2. That's weird. Or court 1, I mean. Yeah, I don't get this. Wimbledon, and we're going to have this... People are going to start screaming tomorrow because Djokovic and Sinner are playing at the same time. We need, as a tennis community, we need to be more vocal because, yes, there's people at this tournament, but there's way more people watching around the world. And to have a tour, like a Grand Slam where you've got to pick and choose which one to watch is crazy. And I don't care if, like, you want to preserve the grass. Like, that's... Then you wouldn't have put 4 matches on day 2 then. Like, there should be 3 matches on center court and 1 match on court 1 tomorrow. The fact that Djokovic and Sinner are playing at the same time in a quarterfinal is crazy. But hopefully people talk about it and it becomes, you know, loud enough that we might get changed in the future. But it won't be changed tomorrow because we're going to have to watch them at the same time. Winner there from Khachanov. And look, it might be a scheduling thing. Maybe it gives Sinner and Djokovic the same amount of time to get ready for the next round if... By the way, I wonder if they put Sinner on court 1 because they're worried he's not going to play. That might be the reason. They might have put Sinner on court 1 against Shelton because they're like, well, if he pulls out, at least we don't have to waste that spot. So maybe that's what it is. It might be more that. Because I think Shelton versus Sinner is a much more interesting match than Kaboli Djokovic. All right, backhand return goes to Khachanov. Into the backhand of Fritz. He's already up a break here. 3-love Fritz. Has a lob there from Khachanov. Fritz comes in with a smash. Khachanov backhand passing shot winner. 40-love. Hey, Tariq, thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate it. I'll have you know we take great pride in our lawns here in the UK, so we respect the fact that women want to preserve the grass. Okay. If that was a joke, you're supposed to say lol. 40-love. Otherwise, it just looks like you're being serious. As that goes down line for a winner from Fritz. 40-15. Any thoughts on the 16 Slam coming back this year? Yeah, it's cool that it's coming back. It's cool. I thought it was a great spectacle last year. It was in a good time zone where, or a time that, didn't clash with any massive tournaments, really. It interrupted the Asian swing, but it was great. I thought it was great. So I'm happy to watch it again, see what it looks like, and yeah. Anyways, Khachanov hits it out, 40-30. Okay, you were joking, Michael. Thank God. Thank God. You scared the shit out of me. I thought you were being serious. 40-30. 40-30. Khachanov serves a let. As we return in the net from Fritz. And it's 3-1. Khachanov on the board. I always got to ruin things. All right. By the way, shouting to that thing, it's just a bot, so just don't even acknowledge it. All right, 15-love. Love. As Fritz serves another fault, second serve. As the return goes in the net by Khachanov, 30-love. 30-love. Chad, who's going to win today? Who are your predictions for today? I've got Fritz, Sabalenka, Anisimova, and Alcaraz. I picked the favorites. But I also picked Alcaraz and Sabalenka and Fritz to make the semis anyway. So I want them to win so I can be right in my predictions. Because my predictions have been a bit rough, as I'm sure most people's have. 40-love. A7T, 4-1 Fritz. All right, let's start this Sabalenka matchup as well. Sabalenka versus Sigemund. Let's see what happens.
Bigger samples have less outliers.
Thank you, Sam, for the donation. All right. Welcome, everybody. We've got a double header because quarterfinals are all at the same time for Wimbledon. That's just the way they do things. But what's going on? Sabalenka Sigemund. Who the hell thought Sigemund was going to make it this far? Not me. Keys was supposed to be here, if we're basing it off ranking, but she lost to Sigemund. So the player that beat Keys is here, which kind of makes sense. And then later today, we've got Norrie taking on Alcaraz, and we've also got Anisimova taking on Pavlyuchenkova. So it's a big day today. Follow along from New South Wales. Been enjoying falling asleep to your commentary over the last few weeks. Thanks for the channel. No worries, Lee. No problems. Laura's going to win 2-1. That'd be wild. Okay. Back to Khachanov. 4-1 Fritz. Andreeva's playing tomorrow. 4-1 Fritz. He's got the break. As return goes to 4-1 Fritz. 4-1 now from Khachanov. To the backhand of Fritz. Hey! That movie guy. There's movie stars in the house today. Finally. Instead of bloody cricketers, we actually get, like, celebrities. Actual celebrities that are in Hollywood movies. Not, English cricketers who retired and nobody watches them anyway. Because Australia's better. 15 love. Who is it? Oh, it's all those people. It's all those from the movies. People in the chat will know what's up. I'm sure. All right, 30 love. Famous people. I know their faces, I just don't know what their names are. Because I don't know. The lady from Silence of the Lambs. The lady from Silence of the Lambs. Who's that? What's her name? She's there. And the guy from oh, is that Magneto? Is Magneto there? Holy shit. That's crazy. Ian McKellum's there, I think. That's crazy. The guy from Ready Player One, the old guy. Not Michael Fassbender, the other one. The other Jodie Foster, yeah, she's there, I think. 40-15. By the way, I got Panic Room on that's been my list of things to watch. I gotta watch Panic Room. And then I build a Panic Room. 40-15. Let's return the net. No, it's a fault. Second serve. I think is it Richard E. Grant? Is he? Yeah, he's there. He's there. And Mark Rylance is there as well. A lot of celebrities. Anyway, it's 40-30. Harrison Ford? No, he's not there. Well, he might be. I don't know. I haven't seen him. 40-30 Khachanov. Sabalenka Sigemund about to walk out on court. Tom Holland is there as well. There you go. Today's Hollywood Day. Quarterfinals, all the Royal boxes full of movie stars. All right, return goes into the forehand of Khachanov. Forehand from Fritz. Again, the forehand of Khachanov is Khachanov in the net. And we get to deuce. We get to deuce. As Khachanov serves again. Into the back of Fritz. Return goes in. And then Khachanov goes straight to Fritz's forehand. He almost hits a winner, but he just put it wide. Advantage Khachanov. As Khachanov serves again. And Khachanov serves an ace. All right, 4-2. Fritz with the break. All right. Not saying he will win the whole thing, but Fritz seems very determined this tournament. Oh, yeah. He's having the grass season. It's like Berrettini in like 21. That's what it feels like. He's having that sort of Berrettini 2021 season. If you're a no, you know, you know. Did Berrettini win 2 titles or 3 to before Wimbledon? 3 grass titles. I feel like he won 2. I think he won 2, right? In 2021, and then he made the final. He won Queen. Oh no, he only won Queen's Club. He won Queen's Club, and then he got to the final of Wimbledon. Fritz kind of feels like he's doing that. You know, he's won a couple of grass titles, and he's just on this run. Berrettini, I think, won 2 titles. Didn't he win 2 titles in 22? Maybe. When was the one that he got? 2022 was the one that he got injured, right? Or he got COVID just before, right? I think that was the one that he won 2 in a row. He won 2 and then had to pull out. I think. All right, 30 love, Fritz. $30 love. I don't want to be that person, but can we be 100% sure Dimitrov did not fake his injury? Why? Why would he do that? Why? Why? Tell me why he would do that. Why would he do that? Fritz 5-2. Why would he do that? If you can give me a good reason why, then we can entertain it. But why would he do that? All right, the ladies are warming up the last couple of shots, and then we're gonna get started. Can Khachanov win a set? Yeah. All right. Match fixing is one reason, but maybe he was tired. Anyways, yeah, Sir Ian McCullum's in the house. Gandalf, Magneto, to name 2, is in the house. Gandalf is there. I know him. He's in other things too, but... All right, Fritz is up 5-2 first set. He is cruising to start this match, Fritz. All right, backhand goes in line from Khachanov to the slice of Fritz. Khachanov forehand. Into the backhand slice of Fritz. In the forehand Khachanov, he puts it away. 15 love. By the way, Siegmund and Sabalenka have played before. A couple of times. They haven't played for a while, though. It's been a minute since they've played. 2-0 Sabalenka, though. I don't think they've played since like I want to say 2018. Did I remember that properly? Yeah, last time they played was 2019. Sabalenka won in straights. She won both their matches. All right, 15 all. And it's 30-15. Good serve, Khachanov. All right. Fritz will have to serve this out, it seems. 40-15. Same as at Wimbledon in the morning and some league grinding at night. Cool. 40-15. Khachanov serves. Fault. Second serve. All right, Sabalenka's going to serve first in this first ladies quarterfinal. Who you got, Chad? I've got Sabalenka in... man, I don't want to say straights, but I'll say straight sets. I'll say straight sets. I don't want to say straight sets, but I'll say straight sets. All right, Khachanov, 40-30. As Khachanov wins the game, and Fritz going to serve for this set. 5-3. As Sabalenka wins the first point with a lovely volley. 15-love. Yeah, both semi-finals are played on center court, yeah. They will do that, go back to a regular schedule in a couple of days. By the way, chat, we've only got 14 matches left for the tournament. And then Wimbledon is over. And we go to America. As Fritz in the net, love 15. Back in return, Sigmund goes out, 30-love. Sabalenka should get the win, even with all the experience and trickery. This should be uncharted territory for Sigmund. Yeah, I mean, we'll see if that comes to pass. All right, 15-0. We're to serve again from Fritz. Serve again. Into the forehand of Khachanov. Forehand from Fritz. Cross-court winner. Beautiful shot. 30-15. All right, 30-15. It's too early for an English lesson. All right, 30-15 as Fritz serves a fault, second serve. Sabalenka 30-all here, by the way. As Fritz hits a lovely winner down the line. Set points for Taylor Fritz. 40-15. Fritz, 2 set points. Sadly, the British came with all the hype. Cam Norrie is still playing. Volley from Fritz, a winner. 6-3. Fritz, Norrie is still British. Oh, my God. Even when he is still playing, you're all like, oh, well, better luck next year, Britain. He's literally still alive. He's not even dead. Oh. Anyway, Sabalenka gets it out. Deuce. God, chat. Tell me you're unappreciated without telling me you're unappreciated. Oh. Norrie makes the quarters and you still don't remember where he's from. He's not from the UK, you're right. But also, shit, I mean, you got nothing else. You might as well just jump on him again, as you should. I mean, he's bearing your flag. You might as well bloody take it. It's better than nothing. Imagine being Australian. We got nothing. We have 0. We'll take Norrie. We'll claim him. We'll take him. We'll appreciate him more like we'll actually appreciate him. Anyway, 6-3. Advantage Sabalenka as Sigmund hits a lovely drop shot and it's deuce. Deuce. We get to deuce. First game of the match, Sabalenka serves again. Sabalenka serves a fault. Second serve. Serve to the forehand of Sigmund. Return is a drop shot. Sabalenka gets it, but hits it in the net. Advantage Sigmund. Advantage Sigmund. Sabalenka serves. A big serve down the tee, and we get the deuce. $15 love to Khachanov, by the way. As Sigmund, she gets to advantage. Advantage Sigmund as we get a serve from Sabalenka as a fault. Second serve. As Sigmund hits a return winner, there's the break. Okay. All right. Fritz, by the way, he's about to break. First game of the second. Khachanov hit it wide, 15-40. $15-40. $15-40. Now to serve to the backhand of Fritz. To the forehand of Khachanov. Fritz with the forehand on the stretch. Khachanov forehand again. Down the line of the backhand of Fritz on the stretch. Khachanov comes in with the volley and puts it away. 30-40. Who spoiled the score? Oh, okay. Take 5. Sigmund with the break. Come on, you know better than that. What am I drinking? tea. No vodka. All right, 30-40 is with a fault from Khachanov. Second serve. Second serve in the back end of Fritz. Back into Khachanov again. The back end of Fritz. Into the forehand of Khachanov. Fritz forehand. Again to the forehand of Khachanov. Again to the forehand of Fritz. Is Khachanov down the line. Fritz gets over the backhand. Khachanov again to the backhand of Fritz. Into the forehand of Khachanov. It's Fritz. Again to the forehand of Khachanov. Fritz goes down the line now. Is Khachanov backhand cross. Fritz gets it. Khachanov again down the line. Fritz with a forehand. Goes long and we get the deuce. This could be a crucial game. Deuce. Who is the picture of in the background? With that? That's Zendaya. All right. 15-all here. Sigismund breaks first game. By the way, there's some doubles going on as well, which we can keep an eye on. Magneto watching Sabalenka, by the way. Who's Sabalenka if she was an X-Men woman? If she was part of the X-Men, who would she be, chat? Who would Sabalenka be? All right, 15-30. There's a backhand rally. Again, to the backhand of Khachanov. And then Fritz hits it long. Mystique? No. That's yeah. All right. Storm? Well. All right, 30-all. Sabalenka still hasn't got the break back yet, but she might get a break point. All right, 30-all. Sigismund serves. As it is serving to the back and Sabalenka. Good return the forehand of Sigismund. Sigismund hits it out. And it's 30-40. Break point. 30-40. Sigismund serves. Into the back end of Sabalenka. Sigismund forehand again. The back of Sabalenka. Sabalenka in the net. Back to deuce. Who would you be if you were in one of the X-Men? Who would I want to be? I don't know. Probably Nightcrawler. Because he can teleport. And teleporting is fun. That would be fun. All right. Deuce. Nightcrawler can just fly around. That's crazy shit. Anyway, it's advantage Sigismund. Or Gambit, because he's just cool. Advantage Fritz to get the break. But he hits it long and we get back to deuce. I can see you being Beast. What a blue scientist. That goes in the net from Sabalenka. Maybe Cable, because he's a time traveler. So maybe Cable. Cable would actually be kind of sick. Even though, like, you'd have to go through the sadness of everything, but yeah, Cable would be time travel's kind of fun. All right, advantage Khachanov to get the first game of the second. And Sigismund's already up 2-love. Isn't Wolverine Australian? No, Wolverine's Canadian. Pretty sure he's from Canada. Drop shot off the tape from Khachanov, and he wins the first game of the second one, love. All right, 1-0 Khachanov. All right, love 30. Wolverine's proper Canadian. Yeah, he's from Canada, right? Pretty sure. Pretty sure in like the movie, like he starts in Canada, doesn't he? And he's coming down from Canada. Love 30, make that 15-30. Sabalenka trying to get on the board. Wolverine is Australian. It's our Hugh Jackman. Some of y'all don't listen. All right, 15-30. Was it a 4 now from Sigamon? That's a winner. 15-40. Sigamon for the double break. Chat. Wolverine, the comic book character, Wolverine, I think is originally from Canada. In the comics. He's not originally Australian. Return winner. All right. James, you're out forever. Bye. You ruined it, brother. All right. 3-love Sigamon double break to start this match. Fritz. Yeah, Logan is from, I'm pretty sure he's from Canada. Anyways, I think. Or he's from at least from the northern states. He's from northern Alberta, Canada. There you go. See, chat? The Northwest Territories, near the town Cold Lake, is where Logan, a.k.a. Wolverine, is from. There you go. And it's 30-15. Fritz backhand to the backhand of Khachanov as Fritz hits the forehand into the forehand of Khachanov, who shanks it long, and it's 40-15. 40-15. Fritz with an ace. 1-1. All right, Sabalenka in trouble, but Sigamon's been doing this to everybody. All right, 3-love Sigamon. Does she hit the drop shot? But Sabalenka's going to get there with a drop shot back. Sigamon gets it, but it goes wide. Love 15. All right. Love 15. Fritz, by the way, lovely hitting 15-all. Sigamon serves again. Into the backhand of Sabalenka. Backhand of Sigamon to the net. Love 30. There's a lovely backhand, jumping backhand volley from Fritz, and then a good serve down the tee from Khachanov, and it's 30-15. $30-15. $30-15. Love 30. Sabalenka looking for one of these breaks back. Sigamund serves again. We'll a slice from Sigamund into the forehand of Sabalenka. Sigamund can't get it. Love 40. Sabalenka to take. Back button of the breaks. Also 30-all. Fritz looking for the break in the second. Love 40. Sabalenka. Sigamund serves a fault. Second serve. Serve the forehand of Sabalenka. Slice from Sigamund. Into the forehand of Sabalenka. Who puts it away. Sabalenka gets one of the breaks back. Okay. Khachanov keeps the lead. 2-1 in the second. Okay. All right, love 15. Sabalenka tries to hold. Love 15. As Sigamund hits another return winner, it's love 30. Love 30. All right, 15-30. As Sabalenka tries to hold serve. And then Sabalenka puts away the easy smash and it's 30-all. Fritz, by the way, 30 love, just cruising. Sabalenka gets a 40-30. All right. Sabalenka serves. And she double faults. All right, we get the deuce. Get to deuce. Sabalenka serves in the back, and a Sigmund. Return goes in the front of Sabalenka, who puts it away. And it's advantage Sabalenka. Advantage Sabalenka. She hits backhand into the forehand of Sigmund. Drop shot is good, but Sabalenka's got it. Hits it out, though. We get back to deuce. Bad error again by Sabalenka. All right, Sabalenka serves again. Fritz holds, by the way, 2-all. And Sabalenka comes in with a volley, puts it away. Advantage Sabalenka. Advantage Sabalenka. And she serves another fault, second serve. Serve to the forehand of Sigmund. Return goes to the forehand of Sabalenka. Sabalenka in the net. Back to deuce. All right, we get back to deuce. And Sabalenka serves again. Into the forehand of Sigmund. Return goes into the forehand of Sabalenka. Sigmund backhand. Again, the forehand of Sabalenka. Sigmund slice. Goes in the backhand of Sabalenka. Sigmund somehow gets it back. And then Sabalenka with a drop shot winner. And it's advantage Sabalenka to just keep things close. Also 40-15 Khachanov. Sabalenka comes in with an easy volley winner and takes the game. 3-2 Sigmund with the break still. And Khachanov goes to 3-2 in the second. All right. All right, what's going on? Sabalenka look at Sabalenka, so inspired. Yep. Sigmund has been impressive. Yes, she has. She has been very impressive. Sabalenka playing bad? Rhetorical question, definitely. Why'd you ask? All right. 3-2. Hey, what's going on, Ruth? How you doing? All right. Okay. Okay. Sabalenka has won 2 games in a row. Has restored a little bit of order, but still down. Sigmund wins the first point, 15 love. All right. Serve again from Sigmund as Sabalenka goes to the slice of Sigmund. Sabalenka backhand. Sigmund passing shot in the net. 15-all. And Fritz goes to 40-15. Feels like we're just going to get a tiebreak in the second set for the men. All right, Sigmund too good. 30-15. Sigmund serves a fault. Second serve. Fritz holds for 3-0. There's double fault from Khachanov. Love 15. Sigmund serves again. Into the forehand of Sabalenka. Good return. Sigmund slices it back. Sabalenka down the line. Sigmund backhand again. The back of Sabalenka. Sigmund slice. Sabalenka forehand again. The forehand of Sigmund. Sabalenka forehand again. Sigmund gets it with a slice. But it goes out. 30-0. Chance for Sabalenka to get back on serve. 30-all. As Khachanov gets the point, 15-30. Fritz looking for that break because I said something. 15-30. Sigmund gets the 40-30. All right, 30-all. Good serving Khachanov. There's a 4-0 from Khachanov. That goes out, and it's breakpoint Fritz, 30-40. 30-40 to break in the second. All right, 40-30 as Sigemund hits a backhand into the forehand of Sabalenka. Sigemund forehand into the forehand of Sabalenka, but it goes out and we get the deuce. Now we get the deuce on both courts. Sigemund serves the backhand Sabalenka in the net. Advantage Sigemund. Advantage Sigemund. Advantage Sigemund. And advantage Khachanov. Sigemund to go to 4-2. Khachanov to go to 4-3. Sinner lucky. Dimitrov was way better. I mean, Dimitrov was playing well. All right, return for Sabalenka to the slice of Sigemund. Drop shot's good. Sabalenka gets there but hits it out. 4-2 Sigemund. And Khachanov goes to 4-3. And that is that. All right, how are we doing, chat? What's going on? Actually, 1 second. All right. All right. Sigemund, love 15. Sabalenka trying to hold. Please show match stats on the men's match as well. Love 15. Sabalenka serves again. Let. Love 15. Serve against Sabalenka. Yeah, the forehand of Sigemund. Return the slice of Sabalenka. Sigemund pass. Sabalenka volleys a winner. Nice. 15 all. All right, Fritz with a smash. Khachanov gets a slice on the stretch, but it's in the net. 15 love. All right, 15 love. As Fritz serves again. Fritz serves a fault. Second serve. As a return goes in the back end of Fritz. Khachanov passing shot goes out. 30 love. All right, 30 love. Fritz serves again. 30-15, Sabalenka. She tries to stay close. Return goes in the corner, Sabalenka. Into the slice of Sigmund. As Sigmund hits a passing shot winner. And it's 30 all. All. All right. Sabalenka into the corner. Sigmund. Return goes to the corner. Sabalenka. Sigmund passing shot. Goes out. 40-30. This fucking computer. Ah, 40-30. Sabalenka. Into the backhand of Sigmund. Sabalenka backhand the forehand of Sigmund. Sabalenka forehand goes wide. We get the deuce. Also, Fritz has got love 15. As Khachanov puts up a lob after Fritz hit a great lob and Fritz gets the point. Khachanov hit it out and it's love 30. It's love 30. Good morning. It's love 30. Sabalenka with a good backhand. Sigmund gets a drop volley winner though. Too good. Advantage Sigmund. Great tennis by Sigmund. How many of those celebrities in the Royal Box have bet on this match, what we reckon? How many, chat? How many of them? The ones that look extra happy. Do you reckon Leonardo DiCaprio will ever be in the box? All right, advantage Sigmund to take the double break. God, I hate these lights. God, they're so stupid and bright. They're burning my hole in my eyeball. Chat, we're going to change this. I'm moving. Anyways. Sabalenka gets it out. Sigmund 5-2. As Khachanov hits a winner down the line. 15. Oh, sorry, no, he hit it wide. He missed it. Love 40, Fritz. To break and serve a 2-set love lead. Love 40. As the backhand goes out by Khachanov. Fritz takes the break. We'll serve for a 2-set love lead. Cam, I can't hear you. That was fake. I was just kidding. That was fake. That would be so gross. I'd never do that. All right. Bounce your lights off the ceiling. Yeah. I mean, throw them at the ceiling? Why would I do that? Now, the lights are like pointing into my eyes, and I'm getting, all week I've been getting headaches. So it's just been really frustrating. Staring into a bright light is probably not good for your health. Chad, if you look into the sun, you die, so don't do that. And if I turn the lights around to face away from me, I'm in the dark. So I'm in a problem. There's a problem, Chad. We have a problem. We have a problem. Too dark. So I'm moving. Leighton's playing Legend double. Cool. Piss off, bot. We don't want you here. Nobody likes you. You have no friends. All right, 5-2. Mods. I know the bots are going to come and get us in like 10 years, but just like get rid of them now. Get rid of them. Get them out of here. All right, Fritz 7 for 2 sets of love lead. As Fritz serves. Next time at 30 love. $30 love. And Sigmund 7 for the first set. Fritz 40 love. Fritz is cruising. That goes out by Sigmund. Love 30. Love 30. All right, Fritz for a 2 sets to love lead. Remember, he's never beaten Khachanov before. 7 to the backhand of Khachanov. Backhand for Fritz. Winner. Fritz is up 2 sets to love. Cruising at the moment, Fritz. He's on a mission. Is that Brad Pitt? No, just a guy in a fedora. Okay. 2 sets of love, Fritz. Easy peasy. Love 30. Sabalenka wants one of these breaks back. All right. 5-2. Second serve for Sigmund. Double fault. Ah! Oh, this fucking chair's killing me too, chat. This is not the day. Love 40. Day 8. I finally lost my mind. Day 9. See, I can't even count. All right. Sabalenka to get one of the breaks back. Sigmund serves a fault. Second serve. Fritz is playing so well, by the way. Sabalenka! Into the back of Sigmund. A Sabalenka forehand. Goes long. One save. 15-40. Still a break point for Sabalenka. $15.40. Sigmund serves. The back of Sabalenka. Sigmund slice. Sabalenka forehand down the line. Sigmund gets it back. But it goes out. Sabalenka gets one of the breaks back again. Where's Mia? She's chilling. All right. 5-3. Sabalenka serving to try and fight back. $15 love. All right, Sabalenka serves a fault. Second serve. By the way, this is a good chair, chat. It's the way I sit in the chair that's a problem. I'm gonna rearrange this entire space. Chat, we need an upgrade. The stream needs an upgrade. All right, Sabalenka 30 love. you have to sit better? Sit better? The ergonomic way. 30 love. Can you hear me? Forehand in the volley. Sigamund, too good. You don't want a walking stick at 60? Well, I kind of do. Their walking sticks are cool. I'd rock a walking stick now if it didn't look stupid. All right, 30-15. You need a new chair, ergonomic one. I need one of those bouncy balls. You know, one of those big inflatable balls, and just be 30-15. I need one of those bouncy balls, chat. You know what I'm saying? You know, one of those big inflatable gym balls, exercise, whatever they are. 30-15. I was at a backhand now from Sabalenka, goes wide, and it's 30-all. Sabalenka just making errors. Why did I stop playing tennis? Because I stream 12 hours a day, all night, and I don't see the sun. All right, 30-all. And you can't play tennis at 2 in the morning because nobody else is around. Backhand goes in the line from Fritz, but it's out. 15-all. By the way, all you people that are like got dirty minds, get your head out of the gutter. You are disgusting. You disgust me. It's Tuesday. Are you a lefty or a righty? Why are you asking me? Why are you interrogating me? 40-30. This is a tennis match, not an interrogation. Sabalenka serves. Into the backhand of Sigamund. Sigamund into the net. All right, Sabalenka holds. 5-4. Sigamund's going to serve for the set. Hey, Seb. Hopefully we make the day go quick. All right, Fritz serving at 15-30 here. As the return goes to the backhand of Fritz. Forehand from Khachanov to the backhand of Fritz. Khachanov down the line. As Fritz with a forehand goes long, and we got break points here for Khachanov. 15-40. All right. All right, one save, 30-40. Why are you so mad with your viewers? I'm not mad. We're just mucking around. Also, why'd you say that I'm in love with Sigamund? I should be mad at you. The hell are you talking about? 30-40. As we return now into the backhand of Fritz. Khachanov backhand to the forehand of Fritz. Into the forehand of Khachanov is Fritz backhand. Into the slice of Khachanov. Again, the forehand of Fritz. Khachanov forehand. Again to the Fritz forehand. Is Khachanov forehand again. Fritz backhand. Goes long. There's the break. 2-love. Fritz wants to break a racket. Feel that. Oh, these bots, chat. I don't know where they're coming from. Who's doing this, chat? Which one of you? Own up now. I have a spinal problem. I found out it's very bad to sit for a long time, and you need to walk every set break seriously. I appreciate that and your concern, but I get up and move around. I mean, you see me leave all the time. 2 love. Khachanov in the third. And hopefully your back gets better. All right, 15 love. As Khachanov shanks it wide, and it's 15 all. All right, drop shot from Siegmund. Sabalenka gets it. Siegmund slices down the line. Sabalenka passing shot, but Siegmund volleys it away. 30 love. Joe, we need to lock in. There's so many questions that have been asked that are not related to anything. And it's just, come on now. This is a quarterfinal day. This is when we need to get serious. So stop asking me about Pokemon. Not right now. We're busy. I'm watching 2 matches at the same time. It's quarterfinal day. We need to lock in. If we're watching 1 match and it was boring, then ask me about Pokemon or whatever. But like right now, we need to lock in. You know who you are. Lock in. There's too many people asking stupid questions that don't have anything to do with what we're doing. You need to lock in. It's quarterfinal day, god damn it, all right? 30 love. Siegmund's beating the world number 1. This is a big deal. If you have to ask if you're asking a stupid question, then you probably are. 40 love. If you're like, oh, am I asking stupid? Yes. If you are, lock in. Lock in. 40 love. Siegmund is about to take the first set of Sabalenka. By the way, Siegmund has not lost a set. We got to lock in, chat. It's Wimbledon quarterfinal day. Number 1. That's it. Lock in. Got to lock in. Mod, start doing your job. Just mucking around with any of the frivolous things that are happening. Sabalenka with a return. As with a smash from Sabalenka, that's a winner. 1 saved, 40-15. There's no stupid questions. Related to tennis, there's no stupid questions. You're right. Asking me if I like Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! While we're watching 2 important matches is crazy. We already talked about X-Men and shit. We're moving on. We're locking in. We have to lock in. Otherwise, I have to just put the members on. 40-15. First serve is a fault, second serve. Siegmund to take the first set. Khachanov's 3 love up in the third, by the way. Against Fritz. As we return now from Sabalenka in the net, and there's the first set. Siegmund 6-4. First set. All right. What's my prediction for Anisimova versus Pavlyuchenkova? I made a video about it. Go watch the video. Go watch the video. I stayed up all day to make those videos, so please go watch them. Isn't your body tired of streaming so much? No, my mind is tired. It's different. How is Sabalenka's demeanor? I mean, she's all right. She looks frustrated, but not yet lost her mind. But she's getting... She knows the chat's not locking in, so she's getting a little annoyed. No, she's not happy, but hasn't lost it yet. She's not getting angry yet. Siegmund is an expert at slowing down tennis matches. Yeah, I got to be honest. This first set of Sabalenka felt like a 4-hour set. It's a slow set. Whereas Fritz He's already into the third set. So Sigemund just likes to drag these matches out. Sorry, Sabalenka Sigemund. I said Sigemund. I didn't say Dimonor. I said Sigemund. Hello? Hello?
Hello? Hello?
30-0. Fritz trying to get on the board here. There's a backhand return now from Khachanov into the backhand of Fritz. Slice from Khachanov goes long. 40-30. 40-30. Fritz to get on the board in the third. As the backhand goes down the line from Khachanov. Too good. We get the deuce. All right. All right, advantage Khachanov for the double break in the third. Advantage Khachanov. Fritz serves a fault. Second serve. As the return goes back into Khachanov. Forehand from Fritz. Into the forehand of Khachanov. It's Fritz backhand. Into the slice of Khachanov. Into the forehand of Fritz. Fritz hits it out. 4-love Khachanov in the fourth. In the third, sorry. All right, 4-love. You have an excellent microphone. Some streamers and podcasters have inferior equipment. Just an observation. Well, I got it from a thrift store for $5. So, shout out to the thrift. $5 microphone that I bought 6 years ago. All right. Love 15 Fritz. As Khachanov serves a fault, second serve. As Fritz hits it wide on the approach, 15-0. Can you see that change that Fritz isn't winning games? I think he's just gone up 2-11 just chilling. So Khachanov has taken the opportunity. All right, Sabalenka serving first in the second. Double fault Sabalenka. That was two terrible serves. One went long and the other one went into the net. I mean, there was two horrible serves by Sabalenka. With no pressure. Sigemund's not a big returner, so I don't know what that even was. Love 15. Serving the back end of Sigemund. Forehand from Sabalenka to the forehand of Sigemund. And Sigemund in the net. 15-0. Oh, Sabalenka makes another error, 15-30. The crowd are trying to help Sabalenka. 15-30. Khachanov by 5 love, by the way. 15-30. Sabalenka serves again. Into the back of Sigmund. Return the forehand to Sabalenka. Sigmund forehand. Goes out. 30 all. I'll be honest, chat. We've had so many upsets this week and so many matches that we were supposed to get and they didn't happen. And then some of the matches that we got that we thought were going to be good turned out to be terrible. And I just want to see good tennis I just want to see some good tennis. Is that too much to ask? I just want to see top 10 players play each other in the finals, please. Sigmund's fine, but also, I want to see Sabalenka take on somebody like Anisimova. We've had too many randoms on the men and women's side. I want to see some high-level clashes. This Wimbledon has been mid. I want to see some high-level clashes between top-level players. Sigmund's good for her. 37 years old, doing the thing, but I want Sabalenka at the semis to play Anisimova. That's what I want to see. We like randoms. Speak for yourself. Don't put me in that category of we. Say you. You like randoms. I want to see high-profile, high-level battles. I want to see Swiatek Sabalenka final, maybe. Or I'll take Andreeva in the final. I don't want... respect to Sigmund, but I don't want to see a 37-year-old unseeded player at the end of her career playing in the semis against... I want to see players that are of this now time. You know what I mean? I want to see Sabalenka and Anisimova. Or I'll take Pavlyuchenkova. And on the men's side, it was disappointing that Dimi went down, and maybe I'm still annoyed at that. Because I thought we were robbed. We were robbed. 15 all, by the way, Fritz. Into the slice of Khachanov. And the backhand slice again from Khachanov to the backhand slice of Fritz. Slice from Khachanov to the forehand of Fritz. I feel like this Wimbledon has been the robbery. It's been the robbery of tournament. Maybe because of the French Open, we got all the matches we wanted and it was great. But Wimbledon has just been... Chat, how would you rate Wimbledon as a... Not like Wimbledon... We love Wimbledon, right? But the matches at Wimbledon. They've all been quite disappointing. Or the lack of matches. All these upsets have ruined it. You know? A 6 out of 10 from Helen? Yeah, I'm with you. A 3? Okay. I don't want to see Pavlyuchenkova or Sigmund in the semifinals of a Grand Slam. I respect them, but we've had so many players lose that we're supposed to have Keys Sabalenka right now, right? We're supposed to have, a lot of things happen. I mean, we might not even get Shelton Sinner if Sinner doesn't get to play tomorrow. That would be so fucking annoying. I would be so sad if he doesn't play. Because that's going to be a great matchup. But we might get robbed of that because it's just the Robbery Open, Anyways, love 30. I want to see good grass tennis. Well, I mean, look, if the matches are high quality, that's great too. But so far, this match, Sabalenka's match has not been high quality. Sigmund's played some good shots and she's played some crafty tennis, but overall it's been ugly. Fritz, he's just trying to get a game. Khachanov taking over this third as with a forehand slice into the forehand of Khachanov. And that's a winner. We get the deuce. All right, Sabalenka returns 15-30. He's got a backhand rally. Sabalenka getting the back of Sigmund, and Sigmund hits it out. 15-40. Cam just coined a Robbery Open. Yeah, it has been the Robbery Open. We've been robbed, and Dimitrov was robbed. He was blindly robbed in daylight. It was crazy. The Robbery Open and Dimitrov. I mean, he got robbed the worst. They took everything from him. Anyways, 4-4 rally. As that goes out by Khachanov, advantage Fritz. To get on the board here, Fritz in the third. Return goes back into Sigmund. Good pickup. Something like a drop shot. It's too good. Something like a breaks. All right, world number 1 stepping up. 2-love. I mean, we're supposed to get Chad, I'll tell you all the matches we were supposed to get, right? And I'm not saying we don't have good matchups, right? We've got Shelton versus Sinner tomorrow. We've got, that match. That's a good match. We got that one. There's that match, and there's other matches happening as well, but that's probably the best one. I mean, I would have loved to see Paolini versus Anisimova in the 4th round. I would have loved to see Keys versus Sabalenka here, right? I mean, again, Sigmund's playing a clay court game on a grass court, which is fun, but would have loved to see Keys Sabalenka, right? I mean, that's the rematch of Australia. Who wouldn't have wanted to see that? We were robbed of that. And then again, Sigmund took her spot, so she deserves it. Andreeva Navarro was a flop, right? That was supposed to be awesome. Bencic has worked her way through, but it was supposed to be Pegula. Pegula versus Bencic 3rd round. We didn't get that because Pegula lost. We didn't get Swiatek Raducanu, which is what we were all looking for. And then Townsend jumps in instead and was super sick and couldn't compete. Collins Swiatek was a flop, right? Gauff lost 1st round, so we didn't get any of her matches. And on the men's side, it hasn't been much better. I mean, the men's side's also been... We didn't even get Bublik versus Draper, which was supposed to be epic. Sigmund Love 30. We didn't get... Medvedev Fritz was supposed to be on the cards. We didn't get that. Zverev, he lost early. He was supposed to, I guess, play Berrettini 3rd round, but they both lost 1st round. Tiafoe and maybe Runa 4th round. We didn't get that because they both lost. I mean, there's been so many matches we could have had. And then the matches we did get, some of them have been good. Like Rublev, Alcaraz was good for a little bit. Demonor Djokovic was okay. Obviously Shelton Sonigo was good. That was entertaining. We were robbed of Sinner Dimitrov because that was shaping up to be real good. That was going to be the match of the tournament almost, even if it was an upset. I mean, it's just been meh, it's just been meh. It's 15:30, Sabalenka about to get broken. Darren.
Come on, putting a bet on Sigmund. Come on, Jinx.
All right. Sigmund 15:40. 40 love, by the way, Khachanov. Can we want good matches? Yeah, I know, right? We were so spoiled at the French Open, though. That's the thing. We were so spoiled at Roland Garros that Wimbledon was never going to live up to that. Roland Garros was so good. And it usually always is. Roland Garros always seems to be the best tournament of the Grand Slams. As that goes out by Khachanov, 40-15. You also complained about Roland Garros matches before the quarterfinals. Yeah, there was no good matches in the first week because the best players in the world were winning. And that was okay because it ended up working out for the best. Whereas here, all the best players in the world are losing. So now it's like, oh shit, now what? Like, this has been way worse than Roland Garros. Khachanov takes the third. Like, if the best players in the world are winning in straight sets, yeah, it's boring for the first week, but at least they're there. By the time we get to the second week here, it's just been like, where the hell is everyone? Like, the first 2 days of this tournament were crazy. They were the greatest. Those first 2 days were awesome. Day 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fritz has got the trainer out, I think, for some blisters. Sabalenka down a break point again. Yeah, Fritz has got some blisters. He's going to get some treatment to fix those up. Bye. Jarry Norrie match was actually good. Yeah, I mean, there have been good matches, but they haven't been memorable. Like match of the year contenders. We haven't had one yet. All right, advantage Sigmund. That goes out by Sabalenka. God, it's so hard to watch ugly tennis sometimes. It's hard, man. It's hard to get excited over errors. Yay, she hit it out. Woo! You know what I mean? It's so hard to get excited over people making mistakes. All right, Fritz. By the way, that was a terrible set by Fritz. 4 winners and 12 errors. Ugh. He fell off in that third set, but let's see if he can recover. He's just getting some treatment on his foot. I want Sabalenka Swiatek finals. I mean, I don't... Sabalenka's just getting pissed off. I mean, she's feeling what we're feeling. Richard E. Grant obviously likes Sigmund. Obviously. He is not even hiding it. He's getting up there like, woo! He's going to get kicked out of the royal box at this rate. Does he know that he's in the royal box? Got to act accordingly. He can't be throwing fists. All right. We're back on serve. Sabalenka has got to lock in. Figure something out here because she is playing poorly. So Fritz is getting some blisters tended to. Alcaraz. Oh, God. Actually, you know what? All right. Fritz is getting the blisters on the right foot fixed up. All right, Sigmund serving. Back on serve. And Sigmund forehand to the backhand of Sabalenka. Lob goes up. Sigmund with a smash. Is a winner. 15 love. $15 love. All right, 15 love. $15 with a serve into the backhand of Sabalenka. Return goes in the net. 30 love. Yeah, Sabalenka's looking how we're all feeling. 30 love. Sabalenka in the net. 40 love. All right, 2-0. Sigmund holds. Fritz is back on court. Sigmund, by the way, slipped over and... Oh, she hit the net, did she? Did she hit the net? Didn't she hit the net? No. She apparently didn't hit the net. 2-0. She won the point. All right, 2-0. Sabalenka was winning, but she then gave it back. She's hitting so many errors. All right, Fritz serving first in the fourth. And Sabalenka down the line, the back into Sigmund. Sabalenka forehand cross court. Sigmund slicing the net. Sabalenka just needs to get loud. She's not celebrating or nothing. Not that she has much to celebrate, but really just keeping it quiet. She needs a roar. Umpire's on the phone, by the way, to somebody. It's 15 love. Sigmund in the net, 30 love. All right, 30 love as Sigmund hits it out, 40 love. Forty love. Sabalenka serves a fault, second serve. Sabalenka double faults. All right, Sabalenka 40-15. 7 to the 4 to Sigmund. Return goes to 4 to Sabalenka. Sigmund with a passing shot winner, and it's 40-30. Also, 15-40. Khachanov is about to break. Fritz has given his opponent confidence. All right. 15-40. As Khachanov breaks. Fritz in trouble. And Sabalenka gets the deuce from 40 love. Welcome to the quarterfinals of Wimbledon. All right. Sabalenka comes to the net with a forehand and puts it away. And it's advantage Sabalenka. That was actually a good Sabalenka point. All right. All right, Sabalenka holds. And she leads in the second. As Fritz hits the back in the net, 30 love. All right. Khachanov with an ace, 40 love. Khachanov to go to 2 love in the fourth. There's a bit of fault second serve. 7 to the back into Fritz. Back into Khachanov into the fourth to Fritz. Fritz in the net. 2 love Khachanov in the fourth. All right, Fritz. He has got a blister, so that's what he's battling at the moment. Seems to be battling blisters. Let's see if Sabalenka can come back and win. Hey, Nazi, thank you for becoming a member. Love 15. All right, Fritz, 15 all. Sigmund serves. 3-2 Sabalenka. As back and return goes into the forehand of Sigmund, but it's in the net by Sabalenka. There's a bit of fault from Sigmund. Second serve. Four to 15, by the way, Fritz. All right. 40-15 Fritz. Sabalenka leads 3-2 in the second, but Sigmund is holding strong. Fritz hits it out. There you go. Random, whoever got those, you can now hang out with the rest of the members. It's only $1 a month to be a member if you want to. By the way, if you want to go over on Twitch, we are live on Twitch as well. We had to put members only mode on just because it's getting crazy. But if you want to go, if you want to still talk, you can go over to Twitch. Also, there's a lot of bots around today, which is really, really annoying. So that's another reason why the members only mode stops that. But go over on Twitch, and you can type on Twitch, and I can see your text on Twitch if you don't want to be a member. You can go over to Twitch, and I can see what you're saying over there too. Fritz holds 2-1 Khachanov with a break in the fourth. And 40 love Sigmund. All right, Sigmund serves a double fault, and it's 40-15. Now 40-15 as Sabalenka returns into the forehand of Sigmund. Drop shot is in the net, 40-30. 40-30 Sigemund to level this second set. All right. 40-30. Sabalenka hits it away and she gets the deuce. Sabalenka trying to get this break. Nice pick up by Sabalenka. Also, love 30. Fritz, a chance to get the break back. Love 30. Khachanov serves an ace, 15-30. Sigemund serving to Sabalenka. Sigemund trying to level. Serving to the forehand of Sabalenka. Slice from Sigemund. In the back of Sabalenka, Sigemund. Again, at the back of Sabalenka, Sigemund slice. Sabalenka slices down the line. Sigemund with a forehand on the stretch in the net. Advantage Sabalenka to take the break. Hey, Clive, thanks for becoming a member. Appreciate it. By the way, if you are a member, also join the Discord. We have a members-only Discord as well that you can join as well. All right, advantage Sabalenka, also 15-40. Fritz to get the break back in the second. No, sorry, in the fourth. Second for Sabalenka. She's trying to get the break back. Sigemund serves. She has the fault second serve. Sigemund serves again. And Sabalenka returns the back into Sigemund. Sabalenka forehand to the forehand of Sigemund sliced. Into the forehand of Sabalenka. Sigemund forehand again. Into the back into Sabalenka. Sigemund backhand to the back into Sabalenka. Again the back into Sigemund. And Sigemund hits it out. Sabalenka breaks. 4-2 in the second. And Khachanov also gets broken. It's 2-0. Fritz is back on serve. All right. All right. Fritz back on serve, 2-2. Sabalenka in the lead in the second, 4-2. As the return goes out by Sigemund, 15-love. All right, 15-love Sabalenka. Sabalenka with a slice in the net. 15-0. As a return goes the forehand of Fritz. Khachanov backhand to the backhand of Fritz. As Khachanov backhand again, the backhand of Fritz. The forehand now, Fritz cross court. Khachanov gets it, but overhits it. All right. 40-15. As the return goes the backhand of Fritz. Khachanov backhand down the line. Fritz gets it with a slice. It goes wide. And it's 40-30. Sigamund, again, with a good rally. 30-all. Sabalenka trying to avoid giving the break back. Fritz 3-2. He holds. In the fourth, he leads. All right, Sabalenka serves a fault, second serve. By the way, we've got Alcaraz Nori coming up after the Sabalenka match. We've got Anisimova, Pavlyuchenkova after the Fritz match. 30 overs. We've got a slice from Sigamund into the forehand of Sabalenka. Sabalenka puts it away, 40-30. To go to 5-2 in the second. As the return goes in the forehand to Sabalenka. Sabalenka gets it out. And we get the deuce. We get to deuce. All right. Return from Sigamund goes short. Sabalenka with a drop shot. Sigamund gets it with a lob. Sabalenka volleys it in the net. Okay. Advantage Sigamund to get back the break. And Fritz with a 3-2 lead in the fourth. He is trying to get it done in four so he can make the semis. Credit Sabalenka for keeping calm. Yeah. For now. Serve in the backhand Sigamund. Return goes to the forehand of Sabalenka. Sliced. Into the forehand of Sigamund. Sabalenka backhand. Into the slice of Sigamund. Drop shot again. Sabalenka backhand. Sigamund volleys down the line. Sabalenka volleys it down into the backhand lob of Sigamund. And then Sabalenka hits a winner. That's a great rally by Sabalenka. And she knows it. Finally, the first roar from Sabalenka. And she survives for now. Deuce. God, Sigamund must be so annoying to play. Like, she doesn't do anything fancy. She just makes you play like awkward shots, like short balls and lobs, and she doesn't do anything crazy. Like, she's not powerful, she's not like overpowered. Like, she's just crafty, and it's annoying if you're playing that, because Sabalenka's hitting shots from like really close to the net, or like, really high lobs, and gosh, it's just annoying. Just an annoying style to try and play. Especially when you're Sabalenka trying to, she just chips it. Doesn't do anything crazy. Just chips the ball and, Super annoying to watch as well. Well, that's your opinion. It depends what you like watching in tennis. All right, nice lob by Khachanov. Fritz is going to put up a lob, but he's going to hit it wide. And Sabalenka advantage. She hits a forehand, and that's too good. Sabalenka 5-2. That was a big game for Sabalenka to stay with the break. She's up 5-2 in the second. Five-two. All right, 5-2. All right, 40-15. Khachanov trying to level the fourth, and he does. 3-0. 3-3. I hope you take 2 weeks off and really enjoy it. Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do on my time off. To be honest, I just want to do nothing. You know? I just want to do nothing. Like, not have plans. So then I can choose to do nothing or I can choose to do something. You know what I mean? That's what I want to do. I want to have no plans. Because if I start planning stuff in my time off, I'll then start doing things and then it'll just be over. I just want to just wing it. I've got a lot of things that I want to do, but I don't want to plan. I just want to do them when I feel like it. That's what I need after what? What did I say it was? 14 weeks straight of streaming. I just want to just have no plans. And then if a match comes up, I might be like, oh, I might stream this. You know what I mean? Just not have anything. I'm not going to be, I'm not, clear my schedule. I'm not doing anything. Travel somewhere? Nah, I can't afford to do that. Also, there's nowhere I want to go. There's nowhere I want to go right now. Philippines, I want to go at the end of the year, but I also want to go back to Japan, but also at the end of the year. I don't want to go anywhere in summer. I just feel like just chilling. Just doing nothing. Just having no plans. That's what I want to do. Love 15. Sabalenka wants his second set. No plans is my plan. All right. Love 15. As a return goes to forehand to Sigmund. Slice from Sabalenka into the volley of Sigmund. Sabalenka forehand in the net. All right, 15-all. Sigmund serves again. You should go to holiday in Cape Town for the summer. What part of I can't afford to go anywhere did you not understand? Just go to South Africa. I'm sure that'll be cheap. It's just around the corner, right? I mean, South Africa and Melbourne, they're basically neighbours. Yeah. It's only just a casual, 2-day flight. $2,000. Yeah, it's fine. Just go to Cape Town. Just go to Cape Town. It's easy. It's a $2,000 flight. 2 days of flying to get there. Hey, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Anyways, good lob by Sabalenka. Sigmund gets it, but Sabalenka puts away 15-30, sorry. 15-30. It's only a casual 22-hour flight. Better worry about it. 2 stops. $2,500, easy. Yeah, just go to South Africa, he says. Anyways, just go to South Africa. Don't worry about it. Now, see, the sad part is, Laura, that flights within Australia are just as expensive as the flights outside. So going to Sydney from Melbourne on a plane is just as expensive as going from Australia to Melbourne to Indonesia. Like, it's stupid. Also, right now, it's school holidays, so prices are even worse. So, yeah, it's the worst time to go anywhere right now because prices are so jacked. Which, yeah. So I'm just not going to do anything. I think I'm just going to hide. I'm just going to hibernate. I think that's the plan. I traveled on Jetstar fairly cheap. Okay. But that might have been off-peak. Like, right now, it's peak time because everybody wants to get out of winter. So it's like the worst time to travel. During school holidays, winter holidays, it's like really shit. It sucks that Wimbledon is... Like, next week, I'm going to deal with... Chad, I'll tell you what, Chad. Nothing is more frustrating than going outside. All right, 30-all. As Siegmund serves. Sabalenka wants this second set. $30-all. Serve again, Siegmund. Also Khachanov 4-0. As the return goes to front of Siegmund. Siegmund hits a lovely winner down the line, 40-30. Nice idea, Cam. 250k, pay £1 for extra, €1 extra for extra, then will suffice for a round travel. Agree? I have no idea what you just said. That made no sense. What did you just say? Chat, did anyone else understand that? 40-30. Siegmund serves. Serving to the backhand Sabalenka. Backhand Siegmund. Into the backhand Sabalenka. Siegmund backhand into the forehand Sabalenka. Siegmund another forehand to the forehand Sabalenka. Into the forehand Siegmund sliced in the net. We get the deuce. Lucky for the UK folks to get 6 weeks vacation in the US. We'll be happy with 2 weeks and feel guilty. Oh, that sucks. All right. Yeah, I think after this week, I'm just gonna disappear. I'll still be doing videos and stuff because there's still stuff happening, but I'm not gonna be streaming 8 hours a night. At least for a week. At least for 1 week. All right, we get the deuce as Siegmund serves in the forehand of Sabalenka. Forehand from Siegmund is a drop shot. It's a winner. Advantage Siegmund to just make Sabalenka serve for the second. Also, Fritz is up 40-love. Catching up on the switch, Bowser, Fury, Mario Wonder. Oh, that's a good idea, actually. I might do that. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just sit on the couch and I'll just play Nintendo for like 4 days straight. That might be actually a good idea. All right, Sabalenka 4-1 winner, back to deuce. Maybe that's what I'll do. All right, Fritz holds. He's 1 game away from the semis. Khachanov will serve to stay in the match. All right, Siegmund serves. Into the backhand of Sabalenka. Backhand of Siegmund. Drop shot in the net. Sabalenka set point to take the second. Also to serve first in the third, which might be huge. All right, advantage. Advantage Sabalenka. I won't suggest Maui right now, but put it on your bucket list. Yeah, I definitely want to go to Hawaii. Hawaii is definitely on my list. I've heard great things. As we return now from Sabalenka, that goes out and it's back to Deuce. Fritz is one game away from the semis of Wimbledon. Can he break to get to his first Wimbledon semi? Sigmund down the line goes wide. Sabalenka's got another set point. Advantage Sabalenka. Advantage Sabalenka to take us to a third. I know every time we watch quarterfinals, I say I want 5-set ladies matches. Today, I'm not going to say that. Doesn't mean I don't want that. It just means today I won't mention it. Just for right now. Backhand rally. As a forehand now from Fritz into the forehand of Khachanov. Fritz forehand. Winner. Love 15. And Sabalenka takes the second. All right. 6-2. Nearly 2 hours played. Sabalenka will serve first in the third as well. Love 15 is with a serve again from Khachanov. Into the backhand of Fritz. Return goes to front of Khachanov. And he overhits it. No, wait, did it go in? No, it went out. I think it went out. Yeah, it did. Love 30. Chance for Fritz to get it done. Love 30. Yeah, Khachanov just overhits the forehand. Fritz is like, whew, that was lucky. All right, love 30. Serve to the back of Fritz. Return goes to the front of Khachanov. Fritz with the forehand again to the front of Khachanov. Into the front of Fritz. Khachanov again to the front of Fritz. Into the net from Fritz. And it's 15-30. Still 2 points away, Fritz, from the semis of Wimbledon. All right, 15-30. As the return goes in the backhand slice of Khachanov. 4 now from Fritz. Khachanov volleys it away. 30-all. Great volley. 30-all. All. And return goes in the backhand Khachanov. Fritz backhand to the backhand Khachanov. Fritz with a forehand on the stretch. Khachanov cross court. Fritz gets it with a forehand to the forehand of Khachanov. Again, the forehand of Fritz. Khachanov forehand again to the forehand of Fritz, who hits a tape but doesn't go over. 40-30. Khachanov to level the fourth. $40-30. $40-30. Serve into the forehand of Fritz. Return. Goes out. All right. Khachanov avoids losing for now. 5-all. 5-5. Okay. Back to Fritz. We're just waiting for Sigemund and to come back from the bathroom. That's why there is a delay. All right, Fritz, 15 love. Can I put a super chat in? Sorry, I'm just watching 2 matches at once. It's very hard. Arian.
Cam, how are you doing?
Thank you for the $2. I'm doing great. 15 love. Is that goes the net on the return from Khachanov. 30 love. $30 love. $30 love. Fritz serves again. Khachanov return the net. 40 love. Yeah, this is Fritz's third Wimbledon quarterfinal. He's lost the other 2 in 5 sets. So Fritz doesn't want to go to 5 because he knows that he doesn't win those. All right, returning to the forehand of Fritz. Into the forehand of Khachanov, and Khachanov hits it out. 6-5, Fritz. Fritz stays in front. 6-5. I think Sigemund got lost. She forgot how to find center court. She went back. She went to the toilet and she never came back. She disappeared. I don't know what happened. I'll tell you what, Sabalenka is like waiting. She's like, what the hell is happening? This is kind of crazy. I don't know how many, like, why is this taking forever? All right, Khachanov going to serve to get to a tiebreak. Yeah, this is kind of ridiculous. I'll tell you, Sigemund deserves to get a penalty for this because it's 0. Sabalenka's asking the question. 100%. Sigemund, I mean, I think Sabalenka's asking if she can just practice some serves. But it says 0 seconds to play. I mean, she's not back. What are we doing? How do you go have a bathroom break and then waste all the time? Like, hello? Is she going to get a time violation or a point penalty or something? What's happening? Like, it literally went zero time. I know it's gamesmanship, but it's also like, you're breaking the rules. Gamesmanship is not about breaking the rules. Gamesmanship is getting to the line of pushing the rules, but you don't break the rule. I mean, is she going to come back and, like, lose a first serve or something? Like, what's up? Like, she's going to get a time violation, right? Because she's she is lost. She is, like, how is this possible? You get 3-minute bathroom break. Yeah, you get 3 minutes. I think it's like 3 minutes and then 2 minutes extra if you need a change of outfit. So you get 5 minutes maximum, I think. And it's not heat rule today because it's not hot enough. So there's no like 10-minute delay or anything. So I don't know. I don't know what the umpire's going to do. Sabalenka's just practicing serves while we wait. By the way, if you're returning serve, you're the returner and you get a time violation, you lose the point. So, should it be 15 love Sabalenka? I don't know. Sigemund is back now and she doesn't look very rushed. By the way, the whole Sabalenka camp's like, what is happening? Like, what was that all about? All right. 30-15, by the way. I don't know what's going to happen if Sigemund's going to get a I don't know. 30-15. Sabalenka's not letting it affect her, though, which is good. But also... Oh, now it's time. Okay, good call, umpire, yeah. Time. Yeah, time. Yeah, it was time like 20 minutes ago, brother. Like, what are you doing? Oh, time. Yeah, no shit. Anyways, Fritz 30-all. So nothing happened. So why do we have a clock that says 0 if we're not using it? Like, I'm all for like taking a break in between sets and stuff, but shit, like, why are we using clocks if we're not going to use clocks? You know what I mean? Like, if there's like a this is how long you can take, but also you can take longer, then why are we doing it? Like, what's the point in having a clock if we're not going to like, time it? And what we're doing? What are we doing? Cam loves Sabalenka. What are you, 12? Oh my god. Oh, and then you got rid of your message. Whoops. Busted. This is why we have members only mode on. I'm sorry for the people that are actually behaving, but unfortunately, there's too many people that are not. That's why we have members only mode, because people are just childish at times. All right, Fritz. He's trying to get it done without playing a tiebreak, but it ain't going to happen. 40-30. 7 to the 4 to Fritz. Fritz in the net. Tiebreak. All right. Remember, Fritz has lost both his quarterfinals of Wimbledon in 5 sets. 1 to Nadal, 1 to Musetti. Can he avoid going to a 5th? Khachanov holds. Sabalenka 40 love, by the way. Pause or ban them. We do that, and they don't listen, so I'm sorry. Also, we've got 2 chats going on, so it's a little bit hectic. Mods are doing the best they can. We try our best, but then it doesn't work. So we have to do members only. As that goes in the net from Sigmund, 1 love. Sabalenka in the 3rd. All right, here we go. Fritz with an ace. 1 love. 1 love. And Sergio, if I could make you a member, like just specifically pick you and go, hey, I'll give you a membership, I would, but I can't do that. So, unfortunately, we can't do that. YouTube don't let me pick people for to become a member. Otherwise, I'd be like, hey, there's a lot of people in the chat that I'd be like, hey, you're not doing anything wrong, and you should be rewarded for being a consistent chatter. 2 love Fritz. All right, let's see what happens here. Let's see if Khachanov can get to a 5th. Here's a lovely volley. 2-1 to Fritz. He's got the mini break. All right, 2-1 Fritz. All right, 2-1 as Fritz serves an ace. Chalk flew up, 3-1. Fritz in the tiebreak, 4 points away from the Wimbledon semis. Serves another ace. 4-1 Fritz. Great serving. Sigmund hits a drop shot, 30 love. All right, 4-1 to Fritz. As Khachanov serves the fault, second serve. Second serve. To the backhand of Fritz. Forehand from Khachanov to the forehand of Fritz. And the forehand of Khachanov. Fritz backhand on the stretch. Goes out and it's 4-2. They change ends. Khachanov hanging on. $40 love for Sigmund. And Sabalenka hits a drop shot. All right, 4-2. Khachanov with a massive serve down the tee. All right, 4-3. Fritz. Fritz serves again. As return goes in from Sabalenka. As Fritz comes to the net with a half volley. Khachanov's there. Fritz with a volley. Khachanov volleys it away. Fritz was a little casual, 4-all. Fritz kind of just walked to the net. 4-4. By the way, Chad, it's kind of wild that Fritz is about to go 5 and we're barely starting a third set with the ladies. And they started 30 minutes apart. That's what's crazy. All right. Khachanov back on serve. Fritz serves out wide. An ace. 5-4. Fritz. 5-4. Fritz. He's 2 points away. He's so close to his first Wimbledon semi. What the hell was even that? Thank you, somebody on Twitch doing something. All right. 5-4 Fritz. As Khachanov serves in the corner, Fritz. Return goes to the corner, Khachanov. Khachanov hits it out. Match points for Fritz. 2 match points for Taylor Fritz to finally break through his Wimbledon quarterfinal curse. 6-4. Khachanov will serve the first one. He serves a fault. If I'm Fritz, I'm just going after this second serve. Second serve to the corner, Fritz. Return goes in the back of Khachanov. Fritz, forehand cross court. Khachanov gets it. Again to the corner, Fritz. Khachanov with a backhand lob. And Fritz with a smash. He's going to the Wimbledon semis. He finally breaks through. Fritz is into the semis. And he finally beats Khachanov for the first time as well. 2 firsts. He avoids a 5th. And he's going to the semis. Fritz. 3rd time lucky. All right. And after the first 2 rounds where he played 5 sets, Fritz is into that semi-final. And he's going to take on either Norrie or Alcaraz on Friday. All right. Nice work, Fritz. Nice work for Fritz. And after that Puricar match where he was down, 1-5 in the tiebreak to 2 points away from losing, he has been very impressive. Sabalenka, by the way, is serving at love 15. We'll merge the streams in a second. Khachanov had a good week, though. Made the quarterfinals of Wimbledon. Solid week. He is a bit of a quarterfinal, semi-final beast at times. He can consistently make it. And Sabalenka keeps making errors. Love 30. Oh, God. All right, we're going to merge the streams because Sabalenka's in trouble and this is getting ugly. But great work from Fritz. He gets the win. And he is into the semi-finals. First semi-finalist of the championships. And he will now await the winner of the match after this Sabalenka match between Alcaraz and Norrie, which may sound like he's going to play Alcaraz, but Norrie shouldn't be outdone and shouldn't be discounted. As Sabalenka hits it in the net again, love 40. Oh, God. The world number 1's in big trouble. But Fritz wins. Fritz wins in 4. 6-3, 6-4, 1-6, 7-6. And he is into the semifinals of Wimbledon. He'll be playing on Friday against Carlos Alcaraz or Cam Norrie, who are coming up later today. If you want to keep watching Sabalenka, jump on over.